Live. So we are live, I guess, everywhere on Twitch, on YouTube, on Kick. Yeah, everywhere it shows simultaneously. Hopefully, it's okay. Hello, my friends, and welcome. I hope you are doing great. How are you today? Is everything fine? Merry Christmas once again. Yeah, I forgot to say Merry Christmas for you too. And for everyone in the chat, did the world for you? Yeah, did the world for me. It's my nickname here. Hello, Sculptor. I hope you're doing great too. Not many people, I guess, now, but who cares? It's better not to look at statistics. Hi, Mariam. Hi, everyone. I love the chill streams. Yeah, me too. Hi, Flora. Merry Christmas to you too. Thanks, man. What did you get for Christmas? Insomnia. Ukraine 554. Дякую, героям слава. I recognized the profile pic, but never realized that it was your account, but I would have... Okay. Merry Christmas here, everyone. How was your Christmas? How did you celebrate, guys? Is everything went fine? Got kisses from my cats this morning. Yeah, thank you, Peter. I recorded the video on in the forest today. 2 times I recorded the video. Once I messed up with the settings and I just messed up with the video itself, and I had to go back to the forest to film one more time. Jesus. Got the telescope out last night. Oh, nice. We have kind of the cloudy weather. Impossible to film, to use telescopes here. Maybe that's the only, like, one more reason for me not to get the telescope. Celebrated Christmas by getting into the road rage arguments with some idiot who almost ran me over, and with my Ulster's neighbor who thinks he lives in fucking disco, but other than that, feature. Oh my god. Some of the events happened to Ratusmaga. Well, I hope you handled everything perfectly. Global events, don't feel like this is the time for real with what's going on around the world. I see. Merry Christmas, thank you for... Thank you, Anton. Thank you. Героям слава. Okay, let's start from the news coming from India. India is massively upgrading roads, tunnels, airstrips, and bases along its Himalayan border after deadly 2020 clash revealed it couldn't move troops or supplies fast enough compared with China. The goal isn't to match China's infrastructure, but to fix long-standing weaknesses, maintain year-round access to remote posts, and raise the cost of the Chinese incursions. Source: The Wall Street Journal. So they're building some of the infrastructure. They're getting ready for the possible war escalation. It's all about Kashmir, from what I understood, right? It's all about Kashmir. And this is the dispute region between 3 of the countries. India, Pakistan, and China. Jeez. But from what I understood, it's like the part of the territory belongs to Pakistan, the part belongs to India. Hi, Ozzy. Boxing Day? What kind of the Boxing Day? Man with Ukrainian. I wonder, like this region it has so many mountains, right? So it's hard to build some new roads there. It will cost a lot for this infrastructure. That's why it's absent there, because it's hard to build something. But India wants to do it. Yeah, China's infrastructures, they say they cannot even match. The goal isn't to match China's infrastructure because it's too advanced. But still, they want to move some logistics to hold China just in case. So China may escalate not just into the Taiwan region, but also to Kashmir, right? They have disputed territory with India, so why not to start from that one and maybe next time go to Taiwan? Could it be like that? Who knows? Who knows? But the Wall Street Journal says that it's one of the variants. Boxing Day, and then I wrap my gifts for Christmas. Ah, that's the Boxing Day. Okay, here we have the comment relative to the situation from Woody. China and India would be a massive force, then fully united together. Definitely need to keep an eye on them. But they have disputed region. I think it's not possible for them to be united. However, those two countries, they're in the same BRICS group. So who knows, who knows. They will never unite, totally different cultures. Yes, I also think like that. Yeah, to be honest, guys, India is the shithole. India is based on, yeah, I have never been there, just flown the airplane, but even from the skies, you see the smoke, feel it, and it's ugly place, really ugly place. Like Donald Trump says, it's the shithole. It's very rare then there is something beautiful. So yeah, I wouldn't like to live in India, and those Indians who left India, they're happy. They're pretty much happy, and they will do everything not to get back, I guess. There is still like those caste divisions and no middle class almost. Yeah. I would. It's the least country I would like to live in. One of those. I always thought Boxing Day was English thing because they always organized boxing matches during the first Christmas day. Really? Sorry, we do have Indian fans. Denys here too. Yeah, it's okay. Like I'm just telling that it's not okay. I mean, the country, the way it looks, it's kind of rare again where people live to see that it's clean, or the attitude towards people, it's also like strange. So India is not for me. 112, thank you, Merry Christmas for you. I've been in India 4 times. Every time I start out with being sick in 2 days with the runs, bad stomach, and then even without eating anything in India. It's so dirty and sand everywhere. It's horrible. So much trash on the streets. People are friendly though, but they do not take care of their country. Yeah, I agree. It's Kahash. About friendly people, I think they're not very friendly. I mean, depends. There are multiple of the people, but there are complaints that tourists were raped, European tourists. Also, I remember this case with 2 motorcycle travelers, I think. Let me check. Yeah, it was in 2024. I remember this case. 7 men gang raped Spanish tourists in India. 3 arrested from 7. The very shameful and shocking incident was shared by the woman on Instagram. The happy couple had nightmare as the woman was gang raped in India state Jharkhand. The social media username Fernanda shared the full. So they traveled like this.
Cuando estamos en el hospital,
Nos ha pasado algo que no
Something has happened to us we would not wish anyone. 7 men have raped me. They have beaten us and robbed us, although not many things, because what they wanted was to rape me. We are in a hospital with the police. It happened tonight here in India. And they traveled like throughout multiple of the countries, and yeah. And in India they were, so it's like not safe country at all. What is your Telegram channel? It's Pilot Block, you may check. Are you in a Winnipeg Jets? Yeah, I'm a fan of Winnipeg. I'm happy that they're alive, like, because they could have finished them off, flatline. So at least they're alive, but this experience is terrible. So it's too common in India, yeah. So India is not for me. Also, I heard Egypt is fucking hell. Like Sinai Peninsula, it's okay for tourist places, but Egypt itself, it's maybe even worse than Afghanistan. Especially for the attitude towards women. That's terrible. Cap having it. What Cap? It's Trooper. Iron Maiden. Edic from Trooper. You take my life, but I take yours too. If I'm musket butter running through. And such a thing. Another Itchy Boots fan. Yay, yeah. I'm surprised that Itchy Boots was, well, maybe she knows how to behave. She also started from India, by the way, her trip, motorcycle adventure. But she is okay. I think she knows how to run away if something happens. You know, it's the thing with 20 minutes, that's what I heard. Then you feel uncomfortable in some of the company, some of the place for 20 minutes. Like, let your uncomfortability to stay like not more than 20 minutes. And if you feel that it accelerates, or how to say, like it's getting worse, run away within 20 minutes. Because for the 20 minutes, usually those robbers, rapers, they will not have the plan for action. Usually they need more than 20 minutes. That's what I heard from one of the motorcycle traveler who passed away, unfortunately. Yeah. He got malaria in Africa, and he passed away. Ukrainian guy. He says he also traveled in India, and he said like 20 minutes rule always works. They cannot escalate that much. After 20 minutes, you just leave. Yeah, he is. Bruce Dickinson is also the captain. If you go to Egypt, you will have to look only up in the sky. If they see that you're looking at something, their shops, they will not let you go before you buy something. Yeah, I know, I experienced. I was in Egypt many of the times, and in the tourist places, and definitely they grab even you. They grab. It's just in Egypt like that. In Turkey, it's not like that. So I prefer Turkey as the destination for the tourism. In Ukraine, we had 2 of the popular destinations, and still have. because people, those who can exit the country, they go to usually to Egypt or Turkey. But Turkey is way better. Way better. But Turkey is not open at like the season is not out there during the winter time, so only Egypt is the variant for the cheap tourism vacation. Yeah, Turks will come up to you then smoking or vaping in public though. I was in Turkey in 2023. We went with the family for vacation. I was there. Actually, the first time I was in Turkey for vacation. Usually it's just my job to fly there, but we went to Antalya. Yeah, nice place. Turkey doesn't have pyramids. Have you been to Cairo, to Giza, to pyramids? Because there is nothing really to see. It's too trashy. The trash is everywhere. All those guys there, as they mentioned, they are grabbing you. They want to scam you. I do not suggest to go for pyramids. Absolutely. Ben, I'm great. How are you? Crimea has potential, yeah. Crimea, as I mentioned in one of my videos, Crimea really has the potential, and the way how water smells, it's the pure sea smell. Only in Crimea I felt that. I felt more safe in Thailand than in Turkish. Maybe yes, maybe Thailand is more safer. I would love to see pyramids, but I don't want to deal with all the scammers. Yeah, Coxter Mobster, I agree. And it's trashing. Like behind the pyramids, it's all trash, like in India. That's not okay thing to go to see those pyramids. Crimea smells confirmed. Yeah. Crimea really, like, it has beautiful nature, beautiful water. Yeah, it's the real sea. Like, you may compare, there is the movie. Which one is that? The German movie, Knock on Heaven's Door, yeah? And also with Guns N' Roses song, like, not about two sick guys who sick of, I don't know, what was their sickness? Cancer. They robbed those mafia guys and they went to the sea. So at the end, they reached the sea, and that sea is like what Crimea looks like. It's sometimes rough, it's sometimes transparent, so it has different temper. By the way, one of my best, favorite movies. Knock on Heaven's Door. Fantastic movie, and it's very simple, but it has its own charm. It's very nice movie. I was at the pyramids and my stomach turned over. Such shame they are 4,000-year-old artifacts. Yeah. The attitude of the locals towards those pyramids, they're crazy. Have you heard the news about Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant? I already shared it on Telegram. The United States is interested in mining at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant after the conflict in Ukraine is resolved. Putin announced this at the meeting with business representatives, Kommersant reports. Kommersant, Russian newspaper, by the way. The Russian president also stated that the issue of joint management of the nuclear power plant without Ukraine's participation is being discussed with the United States. So they want to agree between Russia and the United States on Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant to be used as the energy power for the mining farm that would belong to Trump's family. Wow, 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 wow. And so it's actually profitable for United States, in this case, for Ukraine to be occupied, yeah? Because there are also some of the other nuclear power stations which could be used for crypto. Let's occupy everything. Russia, let's take everything and sell everything to the United States. Come on, where are we living? And this station, it's at the brink of emergency. Several of the times there were blackouts and everything. And well, this is hypocrisy at the highest possible level. The Russian president also stated that the issue of joint management of nuclear power without Ukraine participation. At the same time, Washington's initiative, the issue of electricity supplies to Ukraine, is being considered. Well, at least like that. America is soulless, guys. Now, it wasn't like that before, I hope. It's all about the money. But the fact that those talks are ongoing, it's crazy. Butterfly, hi. Welcome to the chat. I'm great. Thank you, Privit. I remember an episode of Carl Prickton going to the pyramids and watching trash blown around in the Pizza Hut parking lot, then in the background. Yeah, it's terrible. It's definitely terrible. Trump needs to slow down a bit. He's doing too much. Yeah, he's making the gold age too fast to happen. Unfortunately, I think we are learning that it's always been like this. For maybe. It's all about dollar, yeah? It's all about profit. Come on. Where is the soul? Where is the humanitarian aspects? I don't know, human lives, respect, what is good, what is bad, victim, aggressor, like all of those meanings, they're just absent nowadays for USA. H Nova 2, hi, happy holidays to you too. The current administration is the epitome of the greed of the United States. Yeah, Frau Kartoffeln. Like it's everything. It's like a dark comedy, dark comedy. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry. PDF files into trash bin and they press empty button, yeah. The new Grand Egyptian Museum, 100% worth visit. Okay, who like those things? Super. Yeah, now administration is the worst one. About PDF files, recently I was just scrolling my TikTok feed and I saw, oh, nice, like some ladies even. So, how old do you think she is? It's freaking hell. It's just a Ukrainian girl from Ukraine. Jesus Christ. 15 years old. And they post that on TikTok. I found it in the comments and 15 freaking years old. How? No, not my girlfriend. Just a random girl. I saw, it's a beautiful girl. In the comments, she is 15. She also posted that she was born in 2010. Where are we going? Yeah, lots of the makeup. So it's very, very scary to find someone online, especially on TikTok or Instagram. You never know. And you write something, and they'll later on show, okay, you write to me. And I'm 15. Jeez. We'll better be careful with them right now. They look too, not old, but too adult. Jeez. somehow I have this in my feed. Yeah, don't ask me why. On Instagram, on TikTok, then I see. But sometimes there's some of the good videos. Like, for example, what I saw. Oh, yeah, this guy, he is very often on my feed. He's a very good speaker, by the way. I think he's from Democratic Party or something. Aaron Parmas. He's always on my feed. And some of the frontline. Those interviews also with prisoners. Yeah. They have the separate channel with Russian prisoners. So it's better. Like for me, sometimes it's better to watch some sort of the interesting cut on TikTok than to watch long video on YouTube. We can even find Epstein photos here. So yeah, Epstein photos. Also people post on TikTok. Very nice. And probably, yeah, my wife showed what she watched. Let me show you too. And now I have him also on my feed. Come on. I watched just once, but now I have him everywhere. Where is he? German guy. Where is he without the short? I'm looking for it. This guy. His name is Samuel, and he's like very, very popular among girls. Samuel. Oh my god. But nice tattoos. I would like to have also this body, pump it and put tattoos. It looks great, but I'm not 20 with something years old as him, so I'll never be like him, of course. Miss my time. Time flies really fast. TikTok is interesting, yeah, sometimes. Then I want to put my brain on a shelf and not think about anything. Scroll TikTok, you have everything. I wonder about now, it was confirmed the deal that TikTok has been sold to the United States of America. Some of the company, I wonder how they will maybe even apply some of the restrictions, censorship, because with Donald Trump, we may expect absolutely everything. It's uncontrolled. Workout, yeah, I'm already going to the gym. I start to work out, and it's like antidepressant tool for me. Who's following me? Ringing Man 542. Thank you for following. Don't do the tattoo thing, Denys. I want to try. Why not? But if I'll do tattoo, it's gonna be like full, not full body, but like, for example, full arm. Full, totally full. Then the other arm, then probably here, I don't know. But to make tattoo, it's like I need to gain some muscles because it's actually nothing here. So you need to have muscles, and then tattoo would look okay. Without muscles, it's just silly. But in my age, it's hard to get muscles, honestly, yeah. Yeah, and then you're 20, you have way, way, way more potential progress in the gym and everything. As a 52-year-old man, gray and worn down, I'm a bit flabbergasted on that girl. What? Flabbergasted from that girl. What does it mean, flabbergasted? But well, it's also 2025 generation, whatever. I think they need that space. I don't know. Yeah, but usually they don't post. Then you're 15 years old. You don't. Usually girls that don't post those kind of the sexy variants. I don't know. It's just dangerous to fall into that. Tattoos might be connected to Leukemia. Ah, with the cancer, to the cancer, yeah. I see. I don't know. It's just my thoughts. Maybe I'm not gonna do it. Running Man 542, been watching you a long time. Thank you, Running Man. Thank you for watching on YouTube. I go gym too. He makes great barbecue. Huh? Leukemia. Interesting. So you may have also. I know that you may get some of the problems with tattoos, but leukemia, I didn't know actually about it, honestly. Okay, let me check the news. Some of the strikes happen in Russia, but I'm gonna tell about it in tomorrow's video. Yeah, some of the port infrastructure was hit. And I want to show you the video from Gulaya sadly, but it's legit. Russians definitely, they definitely captured the Ukrainian command center. Unfortunately, yeah. So I think I already shared it on my channel. Yeah, it's out there. So we can watch together. So those are Russians in Gulaya in city center already, in the town center. It's not the big city, but...
Служащие 60-й отдельной мотострелковой бригады, 2-го мотострелкового батальона, 4-й мотострелковой роты.
So they're from the 60s motorized rifle brigade and their company. They also have some of the numbers. Definitely those are Russians.
Находимся на улице Соборной, 52.
The street Soborna 52, where there was the Ukrainian command center.
Здание было взято нашими военнослужащими 4-й мотострелковой роты, где в дальнейшем оказался штаб 1-го батальона 106-й бригады 1-го ВСУ.
So they say that it was the base command center of 106 Battalion of the Ukrainian Territorial Defense Forces. Well, territorial defense, it's usually those guys who are being mobilized and yeah, they're not that capable to withstand prevailing Russian forces. So Ukraine unfortunately has not that many capable units. Russia also, but Russia has more forces. And Ukraine simply cannot use Azov Corps elsewhere or the 3rd Corps, 3rd Army Corps or 33rd Brigade. So yeah, the quality unfortunately dropped for both of the armies. I mean, both of the armies are struggling. Sometimes Russia takes settlements like it happened in Siversk, also Gulaya. We see that maybe they even captured the most part of this settlement. Sometimes Ukraine counterattacks, as it happened in Kupiansk, because Russia is also not capable to attack elsewhere. So let's watch this video.
Сейчас мы покажем вам полностью данное помещение, все заснимем. Пройдемте за мной. К вашему вниманию кабинет командира батальона. Проходите.
Looks very legit. Very, very legit.
Снимайте. Это их флаг. Бригадный. Компьютер так на месте остался. Вот радиостанции.
They say the laptop is on the place, radio stations.
Рабочая карта
Radios.
командира. Телефоны, планшеты лежат. Планшет.
Pads, phones.
Телефон даже не запаролен.
The phone, even without password, they say. Even phone left. Signal group. Interesting.
Здесь у них рабочая карта находилась.
Here it was their operational map, they say.
Стол рабочий.
And the working table really looks like the command headquarters.
Где они проводили реконстрировку и в дальнейшем выполняли свои действия по защите Гуляйполя и поступа к ним.
They say here is where the defense of Gulaipole and the defense of the outskirts was organized.
Рабочее место начальника штаба
The working place of the head of the headquarters.
батальона. Здесь также остались печати, которые они сбросили. Заснимите
Stamps
воинской части.
of the military unit. Well, the lights are not good for, yeah, Ukrainian stamps, we see it. Yeah, looks very, very legit.
Флешки с информацией, тоже подписанные все идут.
Flashcards, yeah, lots of the information is left.
Телефоны до сих пор
Windows
работают.
laptops and everything. Servers, I guess.
Здесь у них рабочее место для наблюдателей.
This is the place where, you know, those monitors, the information is sent from the surveillance drones here
Работали их
to
наблюдатели
organize
с
everything.
дронов БПЛА,
Yeah, from the
корректировали
drones.
PPV-дроны и артиллерию.
Yeah, he say like the operation correction of the drones, artillery, etc. All of the numbers
Даже подписан чей это.
and the name whom, yeah, in Ukrainian, yeah, looks very, very
Множество
legit.
компьютеров они оставили здесь и определенных данных, которые послужат в дальнейшем для удачного наступления на Запорожье.
Yeah, they say we obtained some of the data. They'll send some of the group IT guys who will extract everything of that, and I guess it happened. I guess it's hard to, it's impossible, I would say, to play it out somewhere. I think it's legit. It really looks legit. Sadly, yeah. And Ukrainian volunteers also confirmed that. So for a very, very long time, for years and years and years, Russians definitely managed to occupy headquarters with lots of the equipment left, unfortunately. Authorities should knock on their parents' door and give them a ticket. I don't think it's any good for society to allow 15-year-olds to dress and film on social media like that. It's not over with that girl. I will show you something else she also posted, because I was shocked, but it's also her. It's crazy. 15 years old. What's in this video, Denys? This is the Russian captured Ukrainian command headquarters. Merry Christmas from England. Merry Christmas to England. Hi, Tokyo One. Do Russia have so little resources that they can't even bomb FOB? Then they retreat. Sculptor, it's dangerous. She is a minor. Jesus Christ. But she doesn't look like a minor. That's the trick. Actually, TikTok should ban that stuff, but it allows it to happen. Denys, do you have seen new brutal drone video? What kind of? Tell me at Montego. Is it really true? I think yes, it's true. I think they captured the base in Gulaipole. And we're gonna wait for the new military map update, unfortunately. I think it will be out there confirmed by our OSINTs. Well, they say it's legit. Like some of the Ukrainian analytics, they say that it's legit. Sternenko also said that. Also ask for papers before going in. Yeah. Yeah. Rastus Mage. Yeah. Hi, Hawk. I hope you're doing great. Hola. I think personally Russia's plan is to stretch the Ukrainian defense lines out as long as they can make it because the ongoing manpower shortage. I think you are right, Crazy. Crazy Yaob. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I have no doubts about it, Quantum Fighter. No doubts. Trump likes them. And I think it was on a Christmas he received a call from 8-year-old girl and he called her beautiful or something. It happened yesterday. Okay, I'm trying to find out the information about that from Sternenko. Probably, maybe he might say it. Yeah, on the Hulai direction, the situation is very stable in those brackets. Yeah, he says that enemy for the first time for the last few years was capable to capture the command center of battalion of the territorial defense with lots of the equipment, also communication equipment, and also the data centers. I think he meant some of the servers or personal computers, hard drives, which could be used later on, also laptops. This action is one loud symptom of the crisis in our military. We shouldn't leave the system in the current state. We should apply reforms because tomorrow the enemy will use the same tactics and may break through into deep into Ukrainian controlled territory through the tactical depths, he says. So yeah, he predicts that Russia may move by tens of the kilometers, could move if everything stays the same. Yeah, the communication here is in this way, it's not so great. The deep state map also confirms the chaos. Russian troops overrun the territorial defense battalion command post, leaving behind maps, documents, devices, and seals. Seals, what does it mean? This points to a serious breakdown in command and control in Hulaipole. In returning to the gray zone, urgent action is needed. I will share it on my channel. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so there are some of the spots where Russia is effective, and there are some of the spots where Russia is not effective. Like, for example, in Pokrov's direction, where Ukraine uses those very capable brigades, and Ukraine is successful there. By the way, guys, I'm posting the new video just right now on the main channel. You'll watch it later, I guess, after the stream. Merry Christmas, yeah, Merry Christmas everyone, guys. Dub, he can read what? So yeah, the Hulaipole is confirmed by the deep state military map also, so it's legit video, it's not played out or something. Yeah. The Russia have so little resources that it can't even bomb the FFB than any retreat. I don't know. I will look it after the stream. Yeah, thank you so much, Ukraine 544. It's the experiment video, as usual. I have on my channel.
It's getting.
Yeah, let me show you. I filmed it from the second time today, because the first time I messed up with ISO settings on the camera, and later on I corrected it and filmed. But it was already dark, very dark, very dark, very dark. So it's just 30 with something, 30 freaking 4 minutes saying about the war in Ukraine, perspectives, what is happening now on the front lines, and so on. Just me blah 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 blah. We'll see how it goes, yeah, with this kind of the format of the video. It's the first time I'm trying to something like that on the main channel. It's the format usually of this trash channel. Then I go in blah 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 on the camera, but you know, just to try, maybe something, some views. I don't know. I like my job, actually. Yeah, like it takes time, but I like it. Yesterday I published many videos, but they were not about Ukraine, they were about Donny Trumpy. People like structure even in the blah blah blah. Yeah, I hope I have some structure there. I've been watching since the channel called Road Home, support from Tennessee. Oh, thank you so much. Road Home, yeah, it's been a while. Maiden Mag, yeah, Max. How are you doing? I have been watching you for a while. Now you're a great source of information for me. I appreciate the work you. Thank you, Ty 4265. Thank you. Hotel Transylvania. Really? I'll check it out later on, Woody. Thanks. Don't call it trash, dude. Do you think the United States can even restore the trust with EU, NATO? In that case, how? With maybe new White House administration, it may restore something. Do the TikTok commander from Ukrainian Armed Forces was finally dismissed? The one leaking maps? No, BN Refly. And the sad thing that he is responsible for that region of Gulai Pole. Yeah, where Russia advances the most, I would say. Have you ever been to Zaporizhia city? Yeah, multiple of the times. It's actually a very beautiful place. Yeah. I will show you probably. I'll try to find it out. I think I filmed something out there. Oh, yeah. Here we have it.
Soon.
Pum pum pum. That's the legendary pum pum. That's Zaporizhia. We had the hotel there.
Check it out. Oh, it's so tiny here. But I have everything I need. The bed
With Crimea
is
on the map.
maybe for
Old map.
2 persons, probably. The bathroom with the shower, British made, and that's one.
And that's the museum, I guess, yeah.
It's not in a good state.
Yeah, I took the wrong camera. I should have taken like simple Sony X3000 then. I took the big Sony and it's kind of blurry there. You see, then you move the camera, it's everything goes fucking hell.
I mean, with new technology.
That's the museum.
What is this? This is the tiny little car. It's even smaller than technology.
Also sidecar motorcycles, yeah. And this is my first car. I also have the same car. Actually, it belonged to my grandpa, and he gave it to me. Then I turned 18 years old. So for a couple of years, I was driving it. It is Zhiguli Lada. So yeah. And there is the museum in Zaporizhia. My father had that kind of the car. This is GAZ-21. Did I film it from the close perspective? Yeah, this is it. GAZ-21. My father got this car. Jesus Christ. It was a long time ago. It looks like the car from 50s. Definitely it's like that, but yeah. In Soviet times, it was a good car. And actually, it was reliable and it's beautiful. So many chrome parts. In a good state, this now costs maybe $50,000. And VAZ-21, I don't know, 2101, it costs maybe 5,000 in a very good state. Like, it's still cheap in Ukraine. Also, Niva behind, you see. Come on, load. Sometimes YouTube is lagging. You need to refresh the page, I guess.
Was driving this car for here because we have just a road.
And come on, load.
The Dnieper hydroelectric station dam is an important crossing of the Dnieper. It has the water lock that allows navigation along the river and around the dam.
Why can't I speak normally? So there's the dam. This is Zaporizhia hydroelectric plant. And later on, there is the place where, with the airplanes, Motor Sich Museum.
MiG-17 or something. Yak 18T, Antonov 2. The star again.
Engines. Actually, it was built with American technologies. Back in Soviet times, it was organized with the help of Americans to build this Motor Sich factory. And then it developed by Soviets later on.
Friends, you can easily study the engine.
It was the COVID time, I see.
This is where it developed on turbofan engines that make these engines more efficient compared to these old types. And it doesn't matter on engine side.
This is Maria engine,
So here,
or Antonov 124 Ruslan big engine, turbofan engine, D18T. That's how it's called. And the Hortitz Island.
Styled Kazakh warrior camp that used to be here many centuries ago. Of course, now it is a replica. But let's go inside and see it. The earliest record about the stronghold known as Siege.
So yeah, now I would have recorded those videos way better, but yeah, just to show you that I was in Zaporizhia. Yeah, I even filmed the video about it, visiting hydroelectric dam and Hortitz Island, some of the museum of the cars, which is kind of popular, and also Motor Sich factory. So yeah, I was there. That's my thing to film. Look at the price of the Citroen 2 CVs. They never went down and the price stopped then. Ah, yeah. Citroen's there. Cool, yeah. Can you post the link to the video in the chat? Yeah, I can. You can check it out. Also, I did the tour in Lviv. Yeah, you may just check pilot blog, and there is some of the videos are quite interesting. Maybe, I don't know. My dream car would be 1967 Shelby. Oh, of course. Of course. I'll visit it once Russia loses control of it. Russia is not controlling it. Russia is far from Zaporizhia. From Zaporizhia city. They are in Zaporizhia Oblast, but not in Zaporizhia city. That's how it works. Again, this Pavel Durov is the pure scumbag and piece of shit. The sanctioned architect of the European Union censorship law is close ally and appointee of Macron, facing ultra-low approval rating. Macron is trying to silence online critics by turning the entire EU into a digital gulag through censorship and mass surveillance. He never says something about Russia like digital gulag, those words. He really had to quit Russia because of the control established over him. But he blames EU for everything. This is a dumb fuck. And then there is some sort of the far right, some sort of the Delulu like Orban. Pavel Durov always supports those pricks in every sort of the elections. I remember how there were elections in Romania and this crazy guy candidate nearly won them. And Pavel Durov posted the tweet on his Telegram channel that, France forced him to do some shit against this candidate for people not to vote for him. So he was like calling for people to vote for him. So it's the interference into elections. Yeah, Durov is really like Elon Musk and Durov, Pavel Durov, are the same. Absolutely, copy-paste. Has anyone seen the 2025 Packard? It's gorgeous. What? Russian troops to Odessa, but don't see much updates on it. What are you telling? What kind of the Russian troops to Odessa? Are you daydreaming? Hope Telegram is not Trojan app for Russia. Maybe it is. I don't know. I have my Telegram group. I'm using Telegram because it's kind of useful too, as well as I use Twitter. Yeah, because I follow some of the OSINTs, I follow some of the news, but I consider both Telegram and Twitter not so good platforms if we speak about bots, if you speak about influence, potential influence on people. Yeah, Telegram is way better than Twitter. Twitter is crazy. In Telegram, you will not have recommendations of pro-Russian content. If you follow the group, you follow the group. But on Twitter, it's like recommendation after recommendation. And they recommend you some shitty stuff. There were some of the news, but now I don't get them. Oh, we are 1 hour. We broke 1 hour. Nice. Again, Russia launches some of the drones and calibers today. Zelensky again about the peace. There were 20 points of the peace agreement, but there is no agreement on all of the 20 points, and Russians already say that they are not okay with that new plan. Jesus. Everything is the same, like the same. The peace plan is nothing burger, tasty nothing burger, which Trump eats for a very long time, too long. Yeah, in Pokrovsk, Ukrainian army, you see, it's capable to defend, but in Hulaypole and in Siversk, simply not enough forces. Unfortunately, not enough forces. Fortunately and sadly. Yeah, but still it's early to say, oh, it's catastrophe, everything. No, Russia is also like, it's getting exhausted. It still has advantage, but little by little it's also unable to attack in Kupiansk, which they allegedly occupied. And this is interesting, this one. Ukraine built so many trenches also in Zaporizhia, in Donetsk Oblast, and further to Pavlograd. So razor wire and lots of the trenches, they're very, very robust. Like, how physically they can penetrate those? I think it's not possible at all. Like, under the constant drone fire. Yeah, you may say, okay, they might go there with some of them, I don't know, some of the engineering equipment, but under the drone fire, it's impossible to operate them. Yeah, so it's almost not possible to get there. Who is following me? Garden Snake. Thank you for following me. Thank you. Welcome to Twitch. Donny wants to be chairman of the peace committee. Really? Do you have new info about Russians' new direction in Sumy? No. You mean that one? Is it in Sumy? Yeah, it's they occupied some of the land and kidnapped some of the people, but it's not like something outstanding, I would say. Sometimes they do those sabotage operations. The EU has more troops and equipment than Russia does, especially aircraft and ships, but on the land there is a high chance the individual countries to won't stay their own borders. Yeah. Dumb. I also agree with you. Replying to someone on YouTube from Twitch. I see. Yeah, I wonder how it's. Do you play Counter-Strike 2? Not really. I used to play, but not now. I'm tired of the bots. Cheaters, not the bots, cheaters. Lots of the cheaters. Almost every game you play, every time you play, you encounter those cheaters, and it's nasty. Yeah, I agree with you, Adam. Do you think about Ukraine electronic elections? It is time to see what people want or think. No, it's not time to see or whatever. Elections should not happen during the time of war. PUBG is better than Counter-Strike 2. Now, if I play something, I play usually Arc Raiders or some of the JRPG game like Stellar Blade. I just like the character. And physics and mechanics also, I like the story, so it's great. And Arc Raiders, of course. It's nice. But Counter-Strike, meh. Too many cheaters. So with those defense lines, obviously Russia will be way, way slower. Or I don't know how it's possible really for them to intercept those defense lines. Oh, it's nice, interesting thing. One of the guys, I know, I follow this guy, Brian Karashtein. So he's like anti-Trump guy. So, for example, this is the tweet from Donald Trump about Stephen Colbert, where he said that Stephen is running on hatred and fumes, a dead man walking. CBS should put him to sleep now. It is the humanitarian thing to do, and this pro-Russian scammer like praises this tweet, and this guy just took the word, just changed the name, like Stephen to Trump and CBS to United States. The same Trump as dead man walking. America should put him to sleep now. It's the humanitarian thing to do. It's a threat. It's a threat. And now, like, people trying to cancel Brian all around. This is hilarious. Thanks for membership gifts. Who is that? Anonymous gives me subscription. Come on, who is Anonymous? Anonymous. Thank you so much for giving the subs. And that fish nerd. Hi. Yo, we have subscription gifts, everyone. Thank you so much. Nice support, Mr. Anonymous. Yay. Such a huge hype train we have. I like Stephen Colbert. Who is the freaking Stephen Colbert? Like, I know him for sure. Just need to Google. Stephen Colbert. I know. Now I know. He has the show and yeah. But he's just a comedy guy, yeah? Just a comedy. So Trump fights against comedians. Thanks for the membership gifts. Thank you. For subscriptions. Yeah, not for membership, for subscriptions. I think it's like, I saw the video of the hype train. Someone got the hype train and earned, I think, $400,000 for half an hour or something like that on Twitch from subscriptions only. It is crazy. Osman Gold is stupid fucker.
Know what the root of all of these problems truly are, and you're not going to like the answer. Do you guys really want to know what the real answer for all of these problems come down to?
Come on,
one
Osman came out
thing.
with this. You hate democracy.
Israel, greed, Karens, China, capitalism, money, Americans. It's none of the above.
It's democracy. Yeah.
It's democracy.
Yeah. I knew it. He just likes dictators. He just likes them. Osman Gold is the classical piece of shit. Hi, Bill. Welcome to Twitch. So predictable. Yeah. So predictable indeed. Asman also be very MAGA derailed. Yeah, he is. He called to vote for Trump, and democracy is the message. No, democracy is what keeps this world okay, It keeps it from the big wars. It kept it for decades, and now there are some of the forces who want to crush everything to create autocracies. Democracy is what we are interested in because something depends on us. If you let it dies with our rights. It's all gonna be dystopian post-democratic world, how to say, where corporations matter. That's it. It was funny, recently I read the post from Elon Musk, how he calls like Italians should stay in Italy, Brazilians should stay in Brazil. Like, well, are you guy from the South Africa or what? This is crazy. He is the head of those hypocrisy movement, I would say. I think he is even more dangerous than Donald Trump. Donald Trump is just an idiot. Stupid idiot. Oh, a new submarine. Kim Jong-un unveils North Korea's first nuclear-powered submarine. In terms of size, it's comparable to American submarines. Currently, only 6 countries possess nuclear-powered submarines: United States, Russia, China, France, and UK, and India. However, experts have expected doubts about the authenticity of showcased vessel. They noted that the submarine's hull appears too smooth, without visible weld seams, and the shape of the bow seemed unusual. Military analysis suggests that it could be a model rather than the actual operational submarine. Yeah, it really looks strange, like they made it from the plasticine, yeah? Like a big decoy toy. Looks big indeed, yeah, it's huge, but looks strange indeed. Usually have those plates all around, and it's like made from one hollow material. Yeah, it's very strange boat. U-boat. Looks too small. No, it looks big. Looks AI. I'm not sure, but maybe. Kim Jong-un is personal dildo. Yeah. ChatGPT submarine. Hi, Denys, love you hat. Hi, John. Thanks. Yeah, I'm wearing the hat because my hair is too oily. I use this oil for the hair for it to slow down the drop off from my skull. So you see I have this problem here. And I put the hat on because it's messy. Messy goat. Yeah. I wonder how many news I would have on my forest video. Maybe not many. After all, it's not that entertaining, I guess. Just me blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Just as an experiment. Have you seen J.D. Vance? J.D. Vance! Vice President Vance trains with United States Navy SEALs at Naval Amphibious Base, Colorado. Is it a tradition from MAGA to say about themselves from the third perspective? Can you write, it's me training with, not train with, yeah? Not Vice President Vance trains with. It's like me. Denys Davydov is doing the stream now. This is stupid. It's like PR campaign before elections or what? Or he waits for Donald Trump to what word should I say, because I stream on Twitch and YouTube? Perish. Yeah, and become the president. Maybe he wants to be the next president-elect, who knows, yeah. J.D. Vance, a PayPal mafia, backed up by Elon Musk. After his kid, yeah. Talking in third person is a mental problem, yeah. It was the wrong forest, so I didn't watch. What? Vance is such Muppet pathetic, yeah. Vance tattoo boy meets tattoo girl, crashing into tattoo shop. It's like the Jake Bro, I think he filmed about PayPal Mafia. Elon Musk, J.D. Vance, and some other corporate freaks. And they really pushed J.D. Vance as the candidate for vice president, and he was chosen by Donny, the worst possible candidate. This is strange that the United States or Donny, they want to use Ukrainian station Zaporizhia for crypto. Everything is corrupt, guys. Everything is damn corrupt. We're losing humanity. Well, politicians are. Not we, I guess. But politicians, 100%, it's like that. Explosions reported in Volgograd, Russia. Drones are attacking the area. There is an oil refinery in the place. Awesome. So Ukraine also launched the strike, but Russia also launched the strike. Yeah. Idiocracy is real, yeah. Nicki Minaj called J.D. Vance as assassin. What did she mean? Really? Is it like that? Then you say J.D. Vance get me the vibes of EA games. EA Sports. Yeah. Генерал, героям слава. Vance tattoo by me. Oh yeah, I read that one. It's search engine optimization for Vance. You're going to stream your gaming. George Perry, gaming? What kind of the game you want to see, to watch? J.D. Vance trains to run away to Mexico after Trump's impeachment. I think Trump will not be impeached. I think so. I think the Congress will not let it. I mean, not the Congress, Senate, yeah. They will not let it happen in any of the case, even if the Congress supports that idea somehow. But maybe we're gonna see something in the new released Epstein files that could shock everyone, even MAGA, and Donny will go, but I have doubts about it. I'm surprised that there are some of the files that were released showing at least his name, Donald Trump, mentioned in some of the letters. Interesting. But DOJ, Department of Justice, they say that it's not real, it's fake. So everywhere where Trump name is, it's fake. We should trust it. And they call it fake, and we should trust it. Okay. Yeah. Like some of the files, they're very horrific, terrible. But still, like, it's not enough to accuse someone. It's very strange. There is now the movement within the United States, like this like Nazi fascist movement, which is even more crazy than MAGA. This Nick Fluentis and maybe Marjorie Taylor Greene will also join them later on. For them, MAGA is not that harsh, or Donald Trump, he is like too weak or something. So that's the new trend. It's called America First. That's what they're talking. Oh yeah, this tweet I was searching for. If network newscasts in their late night shows are almost 100% negative to President Trump, MAGA, and the Republican Party, shouldn't their very valuable broadcast license be terminated? I say yes. He tweeted it yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Isn't it a dictatorship? I think it is. I think it is really a dictatorship. Do you watch any YouTubers for information about Ukraine? No. That's the nickname. E1. No, I don't watch. I'm the one myself. I'm providing the information. All of the YouTubers, they're not watching other YouTubers, I guess, for information. They got it from legacy media, from Twitter, from Telegram groups. That's what I do. Yeah. It's like that. Some of the OSINT analytics, party of free speech and no to cancel culture, I remind you. Yeah, Ratusman. How can presidents say like that? If you say bad about me, you should be closed. I remember, then I was young, I was watching a Russian TV show, Russian TV, and it was the Независимое телевидение, so independent TV broadcast, independent from the Russian government. And it was my favorite TV program. And they have the night comedy show. It's called Kukli, Dolls. Let me find you. Maybe I'll try to find it. Kukli and yeah, I found it. So it's like that, yeah. So they have Putin, they had Yeltsin, some politicians of Russia and other members of parliament, and it was funny TV show. on NTV. I watched it with father, with mother. Really funny satiric show. But it was closed by Putin because he didn't like it. And with Donald Trump, it's exactly the same. Like, they didn't like what the guy tells. Yeah, this is Putin, like Yeltsin, that's how they filmed. I remember one of the series. Putin Kukli. It's like Putin was born by, so Yeltsin, grown up Putin or something like that.
Лежи спокойно, малыш. Сейчас мы будем делать из тебя человека. На, поешь.
So something like that. And this is Berezovsky, the Russian oligarch who was later on caputed. Yeah, the quality is not good because it's just here. Actually, the quality is good, was on TV. So Berezovsky actually invested lots of the money into Putin, but later on Putin caputed him.
Совсем лысый и страшный.
Зато потеряет свою колдовскую власть над...
So...
Ходила большая крокодила.
So it was like satire, yeah, political satire. By the time it was something wow. And it was closed. Yeah, Putin closed it. We had the same thing in Britain. It was called Spitting Image. Oh, I see. Spitting Image. Oh, I see. That was inspired by a French TV show, Les Gordols, The Info, and began in 1980s. Wow. Merry Christmas, Abalithian. Hope you're doing great. My sister and a friend were... So Trump tells the same, yeah? If he doesn't like the comedy show, he tells, let's close it, let's remove the license. And now they're saying about those national television, yeah? But what about internet? Everything is in internet mostly, right? So can they reach me, for example, if I'm critical about Trump? Probably. Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes, Candace Owen on the side, Erica Kirk, Ben Shapiro on the other. Major Terry Grain seems to have recently discovered reality, so hard to say. She is kicked out because she is not loyal. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I just want to ask for a beginner in Ukrainian flight drone simulator. Good, or it is better to start with liftoff? Yeah, start with something else. This is not the perfect sim. I mean, Ukrainian flight drone sim. It's just... Yeah, I like it, but it's better Velocidrone, I guess, for training. Well, the next president will just cancel True Social if Trump does that, I say. Maybe, but yeah. Maybe. Now it's the puppet regime, yeah, with those dolls.
President Putin, your war in Ukraine has left Russia an isolated military economy. Hundreds of thousands of talented young people have left Russia, and your country is now basically an appendage of China. I have to ask you, was it worth it? My sweet summer child, let me tell you old Russian joke. Genie comes to peasant and says, I will grant you one wish, whatever you like. Peasant says, anything I like? Genie says, da, anything you like, on one condition. Whatever I give to you, I will give twice as much of it to your neighbor. Peasant looks over at his freaking neighbor and says to Genie, okay, pluck out my eye. Pluck out my... You get it? Because if he plucks the one eye, then the neighbor gets both of the...
Yep. They have the funny satire about Trump too. No King's Day every weekend, or people sending money to candidates. I watch those all the time. They're dumb, yeah. Dumb fun. Fun, yeah. Puppet Regime, yeah, they're fun. I thought that they have more views. They have. Reuters, White House orders military to focus on quarantine of Venezuela oil. Quarantine of oil. That's kind of the interesting meaning. Quarantine of oil. Yeah, do you guys support banning the social media for, like in Australia, they banned the social media for 16 years old people? Like 16 years old, come on. Isn't it too harsh? 16 years old. No TikTok accounts, no social media. Very strange. Just maybe some of the kids. I think it's a responsibility of the parents to limit. It's my attitude, let's say. I may not be correct, but I don't like that government restricts us with something. But I'm not Australian and I'm okay with it. I know that my daughter is in social media. She has her TikTok. She doesn't film those crazy videos as I showed you at the beginning of the stream. But she follows like friends. She has her Roblox account. Like also, so she has her other social media, yeah. I think it's okay in the modern day world. As for me, how the government can control everything of that, it's hard to say. Casper, hi. Hello, we interviewed thousands of people while there were common response. How did you, what? What do you think if there was 16 years old watching your content? It's okay, like we don't have some sort of the, I don't know, I do not provide any sort of the gore content here. Yeah, so I'm pretty much okay with it. My videos are not restricted just to 18 plus and it's good. So yeah, but I have less than percent people watching me below 18 years old, less than percent. Mostly people watching me 60, 65, according to statistics. 1 AG, I'm 11. You see, he is 11, he is watching me. He is fine. Yeah, sometimes I curse, but it's not often. I think they already know those words from their friends, so it's not, I'm not opening America My content is not just 18 plus, so I'm pretty much okay with people watching me in any age group. Educational content, you may call it sometimes, or reaction content. Russian military bloggers are now openly turning on each other over the Kupiansk failure. Kupiansk has become a blame game, with figures like Romanov, this the Russian military blogger, accusing Kremlin-friendly bloggers, including Kots, that's the other military blogger, of covering up false reports and shifting blame from commanders to propaganda channels. Those who were fed cookies at official tea parties in Minsk were given the order to work off cookies in Kupiansk. Oh my god. Yeah, the Kupiansk is fuck up. So yeah, Russians took Gulai-Pole, but Gulai-Pole is not that, like they took the part of Gulai-Pole, that's what we know now, but Gulai-Pole is way smaller compared to Kupiansk. $64, Giorgio. Yeah, nice. You're in the most popular age group of my channel. Then I have to ask why then I say things about Donny that are true, they don't appear in the chat. I don't do a thing. It's maybe its own restrictions for the curse words in YouTube. From your name, you live in Sweden and good. I don't think social media should be banned for anyone. Kids should be educated to understand it and filter content. Yeah, well, and I also have the same approach. I do not agree that there should be no restrictions like complete freedom, because there's different social media, yeah, and there should be the parent control. But it's the parent control, it's not the government control. I'm against the government control in most of the spheres. I'm okay with the government control over the corporations. Yeah, like European Union, for example, applied this fine on Twitter. It's awesome. Yeah, or on other corporations like Google, Meta. But if they go into my life or life of my children, fuck them. I don't like that. Parents should decide what is good for their kids. That's my approach. I understand that there could be different parents and so on, but that's the diversity of our society. I think that government, those who took this law, they don't understand that it could be easily bypassed. They don't have a clue how it works. Just forbid, reminds me of Russia a little. By the way, today we had the news, that Russia wants to block Google. They want to block YouTube, like completely. Members of parliament, they say that State Duma, members of parliament urge Russians to prepare for a possible Google Mail block. So if they say about Gmail block, it means that entire Google services will be blocked. YouTube, Gmail, like everything Google. I wonder about Android. Google Play, whether it's be blocked or not. Corporations own the United States politicians. Yeah. Hi, Evelyn. Nice to meet you on Kick. Having bigger government control what you say and see is never a good thing. Yeah. I agree with you. Pregnant 9574. So Russia is preparing to block everything. They already block WhatsApp. They block even Telegram calls and video calls. It's only used for messaging. And what else? Yeah, WhatsApp, Meta products, everything. Snapchat, FaceTime, Roblox, YouTube slowed down, and they expedited now. Like autumn was crazy time for this blockage. And they also implement this Max Messenger. Max Messenger. But with the Max Messenger, it's gonna be like WeChat in China. So it's the platform to pay even for something, to watch videos, to write messages, to communicate, like everything in one. And the rest will be blocked. And why Russia is doing so? Because they're preparing for something. They want to cut all of them free information. They want just delivery through Vkontakte, government-controlled websites. The rest will be announced like the foreign agent websites and will be blocked. The same goes for those applications and for Google. Yeah, about Google, there were the rumors before, and now they're openly speaking about the possible shutdown of Google services. Because there are lots of the opposition also. On YouTube, they have lots of the channels. And it's gonna be total iron curtain once again. In Russia, it seems like they're preparing some unpopular decision for people not to communicate between each other. Because they're afraid of some, as they say, provocations or action from people. I think they are getting ready for mobilization, maybe. As I told in my latest video on the channel, it's kind of long one, but I mentioned that 2026 will be decisive for Russia, whether they're gonna slow down and stop for a while, or they're gonna continue full in. And for that, they need mobilization to continue, because with the current Russian losses, they cannot sustain. I watched the interview with Beletsky, who is a brigade general of the Ukrainian army, and he says that Russia has so many losses that they cannot cover those with their current hiring of the volunteers who signed the contracts. They cannot do it. So they need mobilization, and the next year could be decisive for Russia. Whether they go fully in, war, or no. The problem that Russia already announced mobilization. Yeah, they already passed this Rubicon, so why not to do it once again, but in a more smart way. You see, they already put everything in the digital format, and they may take people one by one from different categories, age categories, even from different places. It's going to be individually. You don't need to even find them on the streets. Just go to their data account, send a message. You need to appear there and there tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, to the military recruit center. Otherwise, we're going to block your everything. Driving license, bank accounts. You're not going to leave the country. We're going to forbid it for you personally. So it's the personalized mobilization. They switch off all of the social communication points, even, as I told you, bank accounts, and that's it. You go live in the woods, hunt the deers or bears, or you go to serve in the Russian army. Because without the social communication connection, people will not be even able to pay for their apartments or whatsoever. Yeah, drive cars, and that's it. Switched off. That's what they're preparing for. Everything is ready for it. Like, that perspective is they have the portal. It's called Gosuslugi, so it's government service if we translate, and they already sent several of the messages to check it out, to mobilize some of the Russian men. Yeah, mobilizing 1 million and going to open the court. Yeah, 1 million soldiers, something like that. May help Russia. Christoph, hi, Merry Christmas for you. Denver, Colorado. Wow, that's a nice thing. Nice place. Russia has the people for mobilization, but I don't think they have the money. Depends on what they want. They don't really need that much money for those people, I guess. Depends on what they want. And they are selling gold. You see, they're getting ready for something. They have the money for army, actually. They put the record budget $164 billion. So I have doubts that they don't have money. I think they have. For the next year, for sure, they have. We'll see how it goes. And the Russian generals, they tell to Putin, oh, we're going to break through Ukrainian defense tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. We're going to make it. Yay. We're going to do it. But it doesn't happen, as you see. Absolutely. Yeah, Russians have launched more than 10 caliber cruise missiles on Ukraine. We'll see. For now, I don't have precise information of where those missiles are. They won't pay them anyway. They're forced. They train for 2 weeks, then handcuffed, and then sent to the bus to the front. Yeah, well, and I also think like that. That they'll give them Kalashnikov and that's it. They don't need some specific advanced gear for most of the soldiers. Google is the only Google thing. Google didn't kill voluntarily. Yeah. 164 billion is only the waste for the defense budget in the United States. It's the Russian military budget. Russian military. Almost 4 years, I must be morally exhausted. It must be morally exhausted, yeah. Okay, guys. It was fun to chat with you on the stream. Thanks for joining. I need to go sleep. It's sad that I have to switch it off, but because I have lots of the people. But I feel not okay with my stomach. I need to take care about my everything. And first of all, about my sleep. So thank you for joining me and see you around. Ciao. See you tomorrow. I promise to make one more stream. I hope it will be longer than today's. Ciao, guys. Bye.